everybody. Welcome to our Hall of Fame. We're interviewing mothers who've gone through real changes, who are really building themselves, growing every day, and living their truly dream life. Let's welcome Shruti Lohia. She's here to talk to us about her journey, and today she is extremely successful, content, and fulfilled. Hi, Shruti. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Just give an introduction.
So, hi everyone. My name is Shruti Lohia. I'm from Mumbai. I run a startup, an edtech startup called Wealth Vidya, and I recently became a mom of two kids. I've had two children under two, and I've been in touch with Sidhika for really long now, and it's been a game changer in my life so far.
Thank you. Can you tell me a little bit about your startup?
So it's a social economical startup where we are working with students from across India in the age group of 10 to 18, and we are making them future ready by giving them practical money skills. So India is slowly moving towards a digital economy, and students need to be financially literate as soon as they turn 18, because we realized that there was a huge gap in financial literacy even at the graduate level. So that is the gap we are trying to bridge, and we are giving financial literacy for school students and young adults.
That's amazing. I think everybody needs that. You need to know how to kind of manage your finances at a young age because children are so smart these days. So wonderful. I want to ask
Children
you.
are exposed to so much more now. That is why there's a need, because they are exposed to so much. And they everybody talks about, oh, earning money, but very few people talk about how to grow and preserve it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I want to ask you, Shruti, what problem led you to joining the Super Parenting Hub community? What was the initial thing? I know you've been a member since a year now. So when you initially started, what was the main problem that led you to seek to joining Super Parenting Hub community?
So when I initially joined, I was very overwhelmed by, you know, my parenting and juggling so many roles in my life of motherhood, of parenting, of being a wife, of being a homemaker. And I think all women have to go through it at some point. I was pregnant at the time, and I had my first child, and I knew that now with a second things are going to get really manic. So that is when I decided I really needed your help. So even throughout my pregnancy, I think it was really helpful to sort of just have access to your guided meditations, and even your talks, the small 1 minute videos that you shared with us. I think that really sort of helped me even during my pregnancy to stay calm and focus on my work. In fact, thanks to you, I was literally working till one day before I delivered, and
Wow.
then I went in for my delivery.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. That's great to hear. I want to ask you, what was life like before you started coaching? Before you became a member of Super Parenting Hub?
I think mom guilt was something that I was really, my mind, everything was like really plagued by a lot of mom guilt, because um, we want it all in life. We want to have a career, we want to have a home, we want to have family, we want to have kids. But I think nobody gives us the tools to manage this all. Nobody tells us that this comes with so many different challenges at different steps. So I was feeling I felt like I was just going on with my days, you know, uh, doing my bit everywhere, but not understanding where I am in all of it. I was just filling everybody else's cup, but not filling my own. So I think before I joined the community, I was in that place. But now, slowly, after I would say a lot of work, and after a lot of, repeated efforts, I think I've reached to a point where I know there's still a long way to go, but I think I've finally reached a point where I've understood that you need to fill your own cup before you pour into the different roles of your life. So that is one biggest area, or my biggest learning from the community, I would say.
Absolutely, absolutely. But what are some techniques that you have learned to fill in your own cup that you are doing right now?
So understanding that, so some of the techniques that I would say I've picked up from the community are how you can take out pockets of time in the day for yourself to make sure that you re-energize yourself, and you know align your energy to do the best at home or at work or with your kids. Then how you can still be a gentle parent and assertive parent at the same time. And time management. I think it's a really underrated skill. Nobody teaches us that, but I think I've really, especially after talking to some of the fellow moms in the group and understanding how you can maneuver your time between all your responsibilities. I think it's a very nice way. It was sort of like group learning, so that was really nice.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shruti. I also want to understand, how has your child benefited from you joining Super Parenting Hub?
I think because I am using some of the techniques at home, like, I am trying to, like you keep telling us, that build your child's internal clock, internal discipline clock, internal. So I think a lot of times not nagging them and not continuously being on their back has sort of made him more independent. I feel he's understood that, okay. And now somewhere deep, like, he's got that, okay, he understands that, okay, maybe eating this is not good for me, or maybe watching this right now is not good for me. Of course, he'll still, maybe ask for it, or he will still demand for it, or even throw a tantrum. But he has also become more aware somewhere that, okay, I know that this is not right. Like, my mom is not going to be happy about it. So I think he's become a little more independent, I feel. And he's become more flexible in the sense where he knows that, okay, this mama is working right now, so I have to wait for her to finish. So he's become a little more flexible in that sense, I feel.
Wow. So you've been able from a very young age to build his inner compass, because that is what we are striving at in our community. We believe
Yeah.
that just by punishing our child or screaming at our child or hitting our child will not build a very strong future for them, because they will not build their inner compass, and because of which they may not take great decisions, especially when nobody is watching. So what you are
Yeah.
doing right now is you're equipping him so well that
Yeah.
as he grows up, he takes decisions for himself, thinking about himself and not about the fear of not listening to you. A lot of
Yeah.
times we parent out of fear, and children listen to us in the short term out of fear, because we are shouting at them, because we are behind their back. But what you're doing is you're equipping him not to listen to you, but to actually listen to his own inner compass, so that he can make rational, independent decisions and really grow up to be more powerful and more confident as a human being.
After talking to you and on the community, that these days information is very easily available. Every child is good at math, or is good, is academically doing well, because our schools are such, there's so much information, there's so much access. But what we as mothers, I feel, need to really work on is the social emotional development. And I think that is one thing that I really picked up on the community, because um, initially as a parent you always focus on, oh, my child should be able to do this fast, or my child should be able to talk or read or do math or do this. But I think after being a part of the community, I've realized that this is more important, or the rest will fall in line, the rest will all happen organically. But working on their emotional development is of paramount importance.
Absolutely wonderful. And if I were to ask you, what are the three main benefits that you have experienced as a result of joining my sessions in your personal life?
First, I would say the biggest takeaway that I have had is I'm not scared to ask for more. I know that I'm worthy of it. I know that my family is worthy of it and I'm capable of it. So that fear that is always holding you back in your head, I think I've been able to let go of that. So that has been one really, really big takeaway for me personally. Secondly, knowing how to prioritize yourself, making yourself a priority to become the best version for everyone else around you. The third one would be uh, the practical tools and small, like, you know little homework that you would give us, that please practice this at home, or please say this to your children, or please do this. I think those small small things are forming habits, and I can see that how that is helping everyone around me.
Thank you. So it's basically when you change, I think everybody around you changes, because before I started coaching, I used to wait for others to change. I felt, if I am doing something, why can't others do it as well? But that was
Yeah.
just so pointless. It just made me more in a victim mode. It just made me more have more expectations from other people. But when I truly realized my power, that if I can bring about a change in myself, my perspective will change automatically. The universe will give me with more things. The universe will, reward me. And that's what actually started happening, right? Which is what I'm understanding with your language as well. That when you're
Yes, exactly.
things around you keep changing. If you are resentful or angry or frustrated, it's going to rub off in your children, it's going to rub off in your business or with your partner as well. So it's your
Yeah.
responsibility how you bring up everybody around you. I always say this, and I very truly believe this, that we women, we are comparing ourselves with men and we want to be equal. But we women, we're really, if we can truly realize our superpower, we will stop depending on other people. If we can
Yeah.
really harness the power that we have, because we were made to have it all. We were not made to choose, whether it is staying at home, being with children, doing anything that you love. It doesn't have to be going to a 9 to 5 job, but even working from home. If you can do it,
Mm.
you are made to do it all. But unfortunately, what I feel is, as you keep growing up, you get mixed information from the society, from social media, and you start doubting, should you do it all? Can you do it all? Should you be working? Should you be just with your children? You get such mixed signals that you don't really trust your own inner compass. But
So
once,
sorry. In the takeaways, yes, this is one big thing I forgot to say it. Um, that having your own filtration system. I think so much information earlier before I joined the community and before I joined the sessions, every piece of information in any way, either social media or either through people, either through anyone, you literally I was taking everything at face value. Okay. And I was relating it to me, personalizing everything. And I think that is something that I really picked up after joining the community.
thank you. I want to ask you a couple of more questions, Shruti.
Yeah.
Why would you recommend, this Mompreneur Council program that I'm doing, where we basically help parenting mastery and preparing mothers to become mompreneurs? Why would you recommend this to a mother who maybe doesn't have enough money to invest in a program like this?
I think this program is not just for a mom who wants to work. It is for every mother who wants to do the best for their child, irrespective of the fact whether you want to work, whether it's 1 hour a day or whether it's 10 hours a day, whether you are working or not working. Because coming to my second point, parenting is not how it used to be. Because children are not how they used to be. The same carrot and stick philosophy is not going to work anymore. And nobody tells us that parenting is also it can be a systematic way of doing things. We think that parenting is something we naturally fall into the same way we were raised as children, and we kind of follow through that, and then somewhere in the middle we realize that, oh my god, this is not working, because our children are 4 generations after, and they are so much more they are really different than what we were. So I think parenting, every parent should do a parenting course, because parenting is not how it used to be. And children these days are not how we were. So somebody needs to tell us that this is what will work, this is what will not work.
I have a lot of mothers who say that we really want to join, but our husband is not willing to, pay for us. What would you say to them? How should they break this resistance?
It is your choice. You have to make a choice every day that I want to do this. I want to do this for myself, not just for my children. Everything can be solved when you sit with someone and you have a personal conversation. There will always be a middle ground if both parties are respectful of each other. So if you and your husband have that, you can always show them that this is what we are going to gain out of it. It's a platform, and there's no forcing. It's not like you have to do this, but it'll be good to do this. We are just going to become better versions.
And you're right, because I remember when I started my journey, I was so resistant on investing money. And, I realized as I kept growing, I had to invest more and more money. And today I'm at a point, Shruti, where the more I invest, I'm getting 5x, 8x of that. I remember 5 years back, I was resistant to even spend 5,000 rupees on a program, because I was like, oh my God, what if I waste this money? What if, nothing comes out of it? So, for example, if a mother makes an investment of 80,000 for my mompreneur program, for example, I guarantee that in 3 months, she will get 2x of that at least. And she will only keep growing more and more, because her mindset has become more powerful, because she's attracting more success, more happiness, and overall, she'll start seeing more results, right? When you start taking action. So, my intention is always to push every mother to action. That's why every day I say, this is the action I want to take. I want you to take, because your action is going to give you results. So just to sum up, Shruti, thank you so much for this candid
Excuse me.
interview. This
Yeah.
is match. This is exactly how you've been feeling, and you've been so honest about it. I just want to quickly end with, what would you tell other people? Why should they join the program? And how would you like to, convey whatever you have learned to other people through our program?
Um, I want to say one thing to both parents, father and mother. If you really want to make, so if you are at X in your life, you want to make your life 2X or 4X, you should do this program, because otherwise you keep going in circles and you will never fall out and be able to actually make that leap. So if you are a parent who wants to make a leap in your life, in every aspect of your life, be it your parenting, be it your work, be it your personal life, then you should do this program, because without the tools and techniques, you cannot just rely on dumb luck for life to get better,
Or social media,
or
or
social media, like, or just manifestation, because manifestation doesn't, I think social media tells us, oh, manifest, manifest, but I think that it doesn't happen if your thoughts, your actions, everything is not aligned with your manifestation.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Shruti. So well put. We need to align everything. We're thinking that we want to
Yeah.
succeed, we want to make more money, we want to be great mothers. But if we are
Yeah.
doubting, if our belief is not that, because of our past experiences, because of our past blocks, we're thinking the right thing, but our core belief is not in alignment, or our action is not in alignment, then we cannot get there. And only self reflection, coaching, mentoring can actually align your thought, your core belief, your feelings, and your actions together.
Yeah.
And much
That's
more
it.
power to you. And I'm so proud to see you grow in the last 1 year. I really feel that you have truly grown. You've taken so much responsibility, from thinking that, oh my God, I'm alone in this journey, to feeling like, I'm so glad I've got this, and I'm alone, and I can influence everybody else around me through this journey. That's the power that you've got. And I've seen you do it step by step, each brick together. And today, I really see you as a very powerful entrepreneur of Wealth Vidya, and a lovely, a very responsible yet unconditionally loving mother of two children under two at one point. I feel like you've really handled them so beautifully without neglecting your startup, which is key. So more power to you, kudos to you, and thank you so much for being with me. Thank you for.
Thank you, Sidhika. Thanks a lot. I really owe it to you for bringing me here, honestly. I never imagined I would be here 1 year ago.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Thanks.
you. This is Shruti, and I hope y'all enjoyed this. If she can do it, so can you. Leaving all her self doubts, her fears, her past blockages of, can I do it all? Can I earn money and handle two children who are under 3 years at the same time? If she can do it, so can you, mothers. Just believe in yourself. And if you need any help, I would really, really encourage you, get in touch with me, and I'm going to equip you with the right tools to be an amazing mompreneur, a super mother bringing out the best in her children, no compromise, along with building your financial dreams of becoming financially and emotionally independent. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.